What up, everybody? It's your boy, Pyro Slays Music, and today we're checking out the Stooges. Now, this is going to be my first delve into the Stooges. We've heard a few Iggy Pop tracks, and the dude's a legend in his own right. So I'm pretty stoked to dive into this. Now, if you all remember, at the beginning of the year, I said I was doing a little bit more investigating in the punk genre, especially like proto-punk, and this is one of the albums that was kind of listed in there. So I figured I'd go through and check this one out. And again, first album I've ever checked out by these guys. I'm going to be totally honest with you about my opinion at the end. Love it or hate it. You know, these guys are clearly legends. So yeah, keep that in mind. I'll be honest, but yeah, I'm not here to crap on anything. I just kind of want to listen through it, and I'll give you my honest opinion at the end. So this first track is 1969, and that's the year that this dropped as well. Let's get it.
All right. Well, it's 1969, okay. Walk across the USA. It's another year for me and you. Another year with nothing to do. It's another year for me and you. Another year with nothing to do. Now last year I was 21. I didn't have a lot of fun. And now I'm gonna be 22. I say oh my and a boo-hoo. Yeah, now I'm gonna be 22. Oh my and a boo-hoo. Well, it's 1969, okay. All across the USA. It's another year for me and you. Another year with nothing to do. And it's 1969. And it's 1969. And it's 1969, baby. It's 1969, baby. It's 1969. It's 1969. It's 1969. It's 1969. It's 1969, baby.
Well, so first thing I noticed that I really loved about this, the guitars. For first, you had the kind of that low rumbling guitar in the left ear for me, and then that twangy guitar came in later on my right ear, and it was just very. I absolutely love when a band kind of plays with that, and I honestly feel like not enough bands do that in this day and age. Also, just I don't know if DIY is the right word for it, but like the sound, it just it doesn't have this generic scheme to it. And it really feels like even the clapping was just kind of imperfect, I felt. And I liked that. And I thought that was cool. And I thought maybe that might be the only connection really for me here to proto-punk. Obviously, I am not a genre master. You guys laugh your asses off at me when I start talking about genres, and I'll never stop. I'll never stop talking about them. You guys get a laugh, that's fine. I'm going to be figuring this shit out for the rest of my life. But I definitely feel like this was kind of like more some artistic, like old school rock and roll. And honestly, the play with the different, instruments in different ears, that kind of reminded me of the Velvet Underground a bit. So that's cool. This song goes in a playlist for sure. I don't think it's like my favorite song I've ever heard in my life, but definitely has some cool quirks to it. You know what I mean? For sure. Maybe it'll grow on me as I listen to it further. But you gotta love kids singing about nothing to do. Things never change, man. My generation did it. The next generation is going to do it. We ain't got shit to do. We're just hanging about. And hey, it makes some damn good art while they're at it. So fantastic. I want to be your dog. All right. Interesting. This one seems to be extremely popular. Like extremely popular. Like I enjoyed it, but it was what I found interesting all right, first off, the things I didn't really care for. The vocals, those are going to take me a little bit to warm up on me. It is what it is. And the repetition, there's a lot of repetition lyrically. However, instrumentally, there was some like cool stuff going on. And again, the care to mixing and production, I love that bouncing around to each ear. There was some cool experimental stuff I did in this track too. The tambourine sounds awesome here as well. Like, I don't know, I don't have a whole lot of songs with that in it. And that sounds fantastic. So we're going to put this in a playlist and see if this will grow on me a little bit. Obviously, since it has so many plays, we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, this was definitely cool. We Will Fall. And this is the long song. It's a 10-minute song. Let's get it. See what kind of shenanigans this has.
Myself tight. I won't fight. I won't fight. to see you. To see you. Don't forget to come. Room 121.
Okay. I wasn't sure on the first two songs, but now I'm 100% sure drugs were involved making this album. All right, let's get into this. Obviously, for those of you who know me, you probably were like waiting for this track because this is the furthest thing from what I would enjoy typically. And I didn't really fully enjoy this, but I will say I didn't enjoy this in a way that I would listen to this all the time. I did enjoy it artistically in certain aspects. Let's start with the kind of guitar that was really, I don't know if it's high tuned would be the right word for it, but it put off this bubbly kind of like aqua sound. And then you had the sticks that were hitting each other, and it almost, those two things going together, it almost reminded me of a cavern. It gave off this like cavernous vibes. And then you had you would mistake the wood striking each other for like a drop of water. And then that is all really just painting the picture in my head of this underground cavern with hooded figures chanting. Dripping water, maybe a nearby river or something going on. Water sounds would have been dope in this. A lot of care to the production. Both sides of the ear. The mixing's dope. There's no denying that. This is, again, the furthest thing. Like, there's not a chance I probably pick this up again unless somebody's like, hey, will you listen to the song with me? That, you know what I mean? I'm just being honest. But this is really cool to experience. So I'm glad I did that for sure. Quite a sound. Actually, this would be kind of cool in a D&D campaign. So maybe I'm full of it. I don't know. I always got some ideas going. So just having this in the old archive of my scattered thoughts, maybe someday it'll pop back up. No fun. Okay. Picking it up a little.
No fun, my babe. No fun. No fun, my babe. No fun. No fun to hang around, feeling that same old way. No fun to hang around, freak out for another day. No fun, my babe. No fun. No fun, my babe. No fun. No fun to be alone, walking by myself. No fun to be alone, in love with nobody else. Well, maybe go out, or maybe stay at home, or maybe call mom on the telephone. Well, come on. 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 No fun to be alone. No fun to be alone. Hang on, don't you let me go. No fun to be alone. I said
All right. Yeah, that's going right in a playlist. I just really like the guitar tones here, and the vocals were fantastic. The clapping was a lot of fun. Like, yeah, I actually have no complaints really. The pacing was a little odd, but that's not something that's like hard for me to get over. It's just not something I'm used to. I feel like it stretched out a little long in certain places, but I think that is more of me being used to today's music having a little bit more of a scheme. You know what I mean? So that's very interesting. That's going on a playlist. A real cool time. No fun so far. My favorite though.
Can I come over tonight? Can I come over tonight? What do you think I wanna do? That's right. Can I come over tonight? I said we will have a real cool time tonight. I said we will have a real cool time tonight. I said we will have a real cool time. I said we will have a real cool time tonight. I said we will have a real cool time tonight. I said we will have a real cool time. We will have a real cool time. A real cool time tonight.
Holy cow. That guitar tone in the right ear really picked up there at the end. So lyrically, this one, there's not much to it, but I do like the sound that surrounds it. It's only 2 minutes 32 seconds. I like that aspect. I feel like this one had some kind of punkish elements for sure. Yeah, put it in the playlist. Let's go check out Anne, and then we only have 2 more tracks after Anne. So
you took my arm and you broke my will. You made me shiver with real. You took my arm and we walked down the road.
Now, I find the sound there kind of fascinating. So I'm going to put it in a list because I want to listen to it one more time. But I also found the lyrics rather intriguing. I was trying to kind of put together what they were meaning, but maybe just somebody who's lost his love, or I feel like there's a little more to it, but I'm just not quite getting it. You know what I mean? Yeah, this one was interesting for sure. Very trippy sounding again here. This reminds me quite a bit of Velvet Underground, how they're kind of like pushing some boundaries musically, kind of going against the grain on some of the things that were probably popular at the time. So that is kind of cool, and not something I'm personally like love, but I understand it, and I always like when the boundaries get pushed a little bit, with especially musically. So just a little something weird, you know what I mean? And there's lots of weird going on here, so that's cool. Not right.
She, not right. I want some tonight. I want some, alright. But she can't help because she's not right. No. And it's always this way. I'm not right. She wants some tonight. She wants some, alright. But I can't help because I'm not right. No. And it's always this way.
Right, man. They're doing like something I am really enjoying from this is the guitar tones in both ears. Just really like that. It's kind of keeping me fascinated, even when like vocally they're swapping it up quite a bit. So like not every track's the same. So that's really cool too. Little Doll. Last one, let's get it. Oh, that's a weird guitar tone.
Little doll I can't forget, smoking on a cigarette. In my life, a real queen, prettiest thing I ever seen. You're the one who makes me sing, bring happiness in everything. You're the only real one, a real way to have some fun. But I don't know your little doll. But I don't know your little doll. Come on, shake. Come on, shake. Come on, shake. Your little doll. Shake. Your little doll. Come on, shake. Come on, shake. Come on, shake. Your little doll.
All right. First off, I like the tone of the vocals, like the way he was singing to this. I really enjoyed that. That weird tapping tone. I want to say that was a bass, but it might have been another guitar because they were utilizing guitar in the other songs, one in both ear, right? But this one sounded weirdly more like a bass. So I'm not sure. You guys can let me know in the comments. But this one had the guitar, and you had that that sound over here in the right ear, and you had the drums in the right ear, vocals in both, and it was like a unique bridge of me. It was because you had those instruments on one side, then the vocals connecting it, and it was really cool to hear. Like, that was fascinating, honestly. Now this album as a whole, this is gonna go on a playlist too, just to put that out there. This album as a whole, I'm not going to act like this is my sort of music. It's way too experimental for what I would typically listen to. But again, in a reactive sense, this is a cool adventure and a fun experience. So that's pretty cool. That being said, there was some stuff here that kind of reminded me of The Doors a little bit. Maybe it's just the time and era. Also, I was getting, like the experimentalness of Velvet Underground, maybe not to that extent, but there was definitely some experimental stuff used throughout this entire album, and it was all done really well too. I don't really have any complaints other than this is, like I said, not where it falls into my normal listening category. I still respect it. And I think these guys are like hell of musicians, obviously. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I think this album's good for sure. It's definitely not bad. It's not mid. It's definitely good. And I'm sure most people would probably put it much, much, much higher than that. But I'm feeling in the like low like sixes range for me personally, based on taste mostly. But obviously, if we're looking at it from a talent perspective, that's a completely different conversation. Yeah, this is cool for sure. I put in a lot of these in my playlist, except for I think every one of them I put in there to see what happens with, except for "We Will Fall." And again, I will stand on that. I'm guessing there was drugs involved in the making of this album, because they put a 10-minute song called "We Will Fall" that definitely feels like a song that should have been at the end of an album at track number 3, which is insanity, which is just insanity. And that's a third of the album too. So that is part of it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. 34-minute song, 10 minutes of that is "We Will Fall." Cool experience again. Just, I don't know, as a whole for me. So please throw down in the comments what your opinions are on this album, whether it be good or bad. I'm honestly very curious to hear the opinions on this. Very, very, very different than what I typically listen to. I thought this would fall a lot more into a classic rock area. And obviously it still had the trappings of that, but just very much more experimental than I expected. So very cool though. Drop your favorite song and your least favorite song if you want to have a little fun with me. Other than that, hit that like and the sub if you guys haven't already. I appreciate you guys. I'm Pyro Slays Music. Let me know in the comments how bad I've messed this rating up. And until next time, ta-ta!